Hello, my name is Kevin Normandeau. I'm the publisher here at Microgrid Knowledge. I'm with Harold Ruckpaul, Director of Strategic Alliances at Eaton. Hello, Harold.
Good morning.
So, Harold, everybody knows Eaton as a leading power management company, but if you would tell us a little bit about Eaton's microgrid solutions.
So all of this is part of energy transition. And basically, from our viewpoint, power systems are becoming more and more interconnected, and they're requiring ever more dynamic controls to ensure safety, reliability, cybersecurity considerations, and various performance considerations. So our focus is on building and then deploying our controls into a variety of power systems to more effectively manage renewables, provide increased system resiliency, and of course reduce our carbon footprint for our clients.
Well, you've hit on a lot of points there that are of interest to many different types of organizations. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about some of the organizations that would most benefit from Eaton's energy transition services, and why is that?
Sure. So we service all of the primary market verticals. We have solutions for everything from residential through government and DoD contracts for microgrids that we've executed. We support the commercial and industrial space with solutions for hospitals, manufacturing, and even heavy industry and mining. And so why we're able to help them, there's of course a variety of use case scenarios surrounding each of those market verticals. But for example, in some cases, we're building off-grid microgrids in support of communities that have actually no access to the grid. In the oil and gas space, we have solutions to support extraction operations that may have a finite lifetime, and therefore it's cost prohibitive to bring utility energy into that facility. And then in other cases, it's purely about the resiliency aspect. If we think about some of the weather events in California, for example, creating rotating blackouts from the wind effects and the wildfire situation, customers are needing increased reliability and the absolute knowledge that the power is going to stay on. So our team of engineers and our controls platform help secure that.
Awesome. So you touched on a lot of kind of trends in the energy resiliency space, but what would you say are the top sort of trend or the top trends that are driving the adoption of microgrids?
So I think I mentioned it earlier, the wholesale adoption of renewables, for one thing. I believe that's the new norm. I think the change in the flow of power, we have a concept of everything as a grid now at Eaton. If you think about the traditional flow of utility power, it was one way. Now it's generally represented as two-way, but it could be more than two-way in that a facility could be buying power from the utility. They could be generating their own power through renewables, and they could be selling that power back to the utility or even to a neighboring facility to support their energy needs. So it's very dynamic and it's much more complex, particularly from a protection standpoint of these systems than it was even a few years ago.
Wow. Well, that's some really great information, Harold. I appreciate you taking time to share your insights with our audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you.